Hi, my name is Laurent Massé, and I'm in CIT 110, and this is my expert system. You can see here I've got my heading information, or the information in the comment block here. I chose to do the, look really quick, the option of the bank balance, the savings account, to accumulate the savings over a period of time selected by the user. Here I created my strings. I created the couple strings to use here in my title page. I found this code. I wanted it to be centered on my page, so I did a quick Google search and I found this line of code here. And so I used it for my few lines there at the beginning. And I wasn't sure about citing the source, so I cited it as well as I could. It was on a Microsoft Q&A type page, so I had the username here and the year and the website. I think is Microsoft Q&A, and then I posted the link to that page. So I used the formatting, got the name, got some information from them. I'll show you in a moment the running of the program. But let's see. I went and set a date and time for it to be used later in kind of calculating my years. Then I started my do and while loop here. I kind of commented out a few of the things just for myself to have notes on that I can refer to. And then here was my section of finding the beginning balance. So asking the user for entering the beginning balance and then converting and creating the if statement, the else statement, making sure that it had been entered as a number, converting it to double, and then having the breaks in case it was not a number. Then I found the interest rate, or got the interest rate from the user, and kind of did pretty much the same thing here. We made sure, or converted it to the use rate, to the double, then calculated it to get a percentage. That took some thought. I did do a lot of drawings, the flow charts. It took me a while, and it took me getting some help from a coder to kind of process the whole layout and how I was going to set it all up. But moving forward, same thing. I had breaks if it wasn't a proper input. After that, we went to getting the number of years, and we did the same thing. We went through the same thing a bit again. We did some calculations based on the input after that. And again, I'm commenting out a lot for myself. We did that for using later. Before the loop below, so that would only write once. I put these write lines here in the loop originally and got problems. And then did the calculations here. Again, the for loops, this took me a little bit of time to figure out. I have code help from someone who's very good at coding, so it was nice to have that person help explain to me kind of what's happening. But I find myself being able to read it and understand kind of what's happening, but I'm having difficulties when I go to write the code. It's just taking me time. I did find this little thing online that I could do for the dollar amount and then limiting the decimals to 2 places. And then the program, let's see, where are we? Total compound. Puts out the information, and then I didn't have a switch statement, so this was kind of not really, didn't serve much purpose in the program, but I needed a switch statement here. So we did I did a switch year, and then cases 1, 2, 3, right line. So if the number of years was 1, 2, or 3, I had this output. If it was 4 or 5, I had this output, and if it was more than the 5, obviously with the default, then this other output, and then the break. And then I also needed an and expression in a conditional statement from the directions, so I threw in this quick little other output based on that. That is quite an investment. Congratulations if they invested over $1 million, or if they ended up with over $1 million. And then we got to the question if they would like to recalculate, and if that was a yes, then we went back up to the beginning of the loop. And then the closing page, we reformatted the colors and finished up, and that was it. Now I'll show you the run here. So that's the opening page. Type in alright. Have just a little kind of welcoming. Let's say we have $1,000 beginning. Interest rate of 2%. 2, but it converts at 2%. The number of years, let's say it's 30 years. And then output here are all the lists, the tables. Enter. For more information, the total compound interest earned would be, oh, I spelled that wrong, would be $811.36. The total balance on this date will be $1,811. And made a good investment. Would you like to recalculate? We'll hit no. And thank you for doing business with us. Now it's the program.